Welcome to Dark Lord, everyone. Today, we come up with a true scary incident about new neighbors. So without a further ado, let's hear from the teller itself.
My bedroom was upstairs. I had a good view from my window to see the new neighbors move in next door early in the morning. There was a man and woman carrying boxes into the house. They must have been a couple. My eyes traveled to the neighbor's vacant upstairs bedroom window, which was directly across from mine. It was open, and inside was a girl who looked about my age. She saw me and motioned for me to open my window, so I did. She leaned out the window, curved her hand around her mouth and whispered to me, "Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah." I laughed. "Nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm Sam." She smiled. "Keep your window open," she said, and moved out of sight. I was confused. "Keep my window open?" She returned with something in her hand, then tossed it over to me. It was a paper airplane. It slowly and gently made its way through my window, onto my floor behind me. I walked over and picked it up. On top was written, "Open." I opened it and there was a message, "Hey Sam, I'll come over tonight and introduce myself." I thought it was a bit strange and wrote back, "Come over tonight, what do you mean?" I turned around to toss it back, but she wasn't there. The window was still open, so I tossed it in anyway, thinking she'll reply sooner or later. It was late into the evening, and still no reply from Sarah. My mom invited the new neighbors over for dinner. I figured this is what Sarah meant by coming over tonight. "Honey, come down for dinner!" my mom shouted. I went downstairs into the dining room to sit at the table, but I didn't see Sarah, just her parents. I couldn't help but ask, "Where's Sarah?" The man and woman stared at me as if I said something out of place. "Excuse me?" the man said. I repeated myself, "Sarah, your daughter." The woman put her hands up, covering her mouth. Tears flowed down her face. The man stood. "Our daughter died a year ago in an accident. I don't know what you're up to, but that's enough." They both left the house immediately. Mom glared at me. "Why would you do that, son? Just go to your room." A flurry of confusion was spinning in my head. I couldn't speak. I made my way back to my room, turned on my light, and lay on my bed. Then a paper airplane flew through my window, elegantly landing on my floor. I picked it up and looked out my window. Sarah was standing in the darkness of her room. My heart was pounding. She moved closer until the moonlight hid her face, her eyes dark and skin gray. I looked down to read the message. "Behind you." My lights flickered off. The floorboards behind me squeaked. A dark whisper into my ear, "Sam,